What if I told you that the dry kibble you feed your dog every single day is actually missing the secret ingredients needed to help them live to be 14, 15, or even 16 years old? Walk down any pet store aisle and you will see hundreds of bags of dog food claiming to be the absolute best. But here is the hard veterinary truth. Even the most expensive dry kibbles on the market are completely dead foods. They are cooked at extremely high temperatures to become shelf stable. And while they have the basic vitamins to keep your dog alive, they often lack the active, living nutrients required to help your dog truly thrive and fight off the diseases of aging. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tony Lee, your neighborhood veterinarian. I know that feeding our dogs is one of the most stressful parts of being a pet parent. We all want our dogs to live forever, but the reality is most of us simply cannot afford to feed our dogs an organic, raw, or fresh cooked diet that costs hundreds of dollars a month. And please do not feel guilty about that. Dry kibble is a fantastic, affordable foundation. But today, we are going to upgrade it. In this 30-minute nutrition masterclass, I'm going to give you my top 5 veterinary secrets. I'm going to show you exactly what to sprinkle, pour, and mix into your dog's regular dry bowl to actively fight aging, protect their organs, and add years to their life. The best part? Most of these are cheap, natural ingredients sitting in your refrigerator right now. Grab a notebook, hit that subscribe button to join our educated pet parent community, and let's talk about the absolute most important thing your dog's food is missing right now. Number 1. Secret number 1 is the cheapest and most overlooked additive in the entire world. I'm talking about moisture. Let's look at the science of the canine body. In the wild, a dog's ancestors consumed prey that was about 70% moisture. Their kidneys and urinary tracts evolved to process a high water diet. Now let's look at dry kibble. Dry kibble is only about 10% moisture. When a dog eats a diet of pure dry pebbles day after day, year after year, they live in a state of chronic, mild dehydration. Over a span of 10 years, this puts a massive, silent strain on their kidneys. Kidney failure is one of the leading causes of death in senior dogs. Real-world example. Have you ever watched your dog eat a bowl of dry kibble and immediately walk over to their water bowl and aggressively gulp down a pint of water? Their body is desperately trying to rehydrate the dry sponges they just put in their stomach. But gulping large amounts of water after eating can also increase the risk of something called bloat, which is a life-threatening emergency. The correct way. The easiest way to protect your dog's kidneys and add years to their life is to never feed a completely dry bowl of kibble again. We need to rehydrate it. Instruction. The absolute best additive is dog-safe bone broth. You pour a quarter cup of bone broth over their dry food and let it sit for about 5 minutes before serving so the kibble absorbs it. The practical advice. If you buy bone broth from the grocery store, you must flip the box around and read the label. It must be unsalted and it cannot contain onions or garlic, which are toxic to dogs. The budget trick. If bone broth is too expensive, just use warm water. Adding warm water to the bowl enhances the smell of the kibble, making it more appetizing for picky eaters, and effortlessly forces your dog to consume the vital hydration their kidneys need to filter out toxins. Secret number 2. What if there was a golden oil you could pour over your dog's food that scientifically acts as a shield for their heart, brain, and joints? We have to talk about inflammation. In both human and veterinary medicine, we know that chronic cellular inflammation is the root cause of almost every single age-related disease: cancer, arthritis, and heart failure. Dry dog foods are very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which come from the grain and animal fats used to make them. Omega-6s are inflammatory. To balance the body, a dog desperately needs omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3s are nature's anti-inflammatory medicine. The problem? Omega-3s go rancid very quickly when exposed to air, meaning even if a dog food bag says it has omega-3s, by the time the bag has been open in your pantry for a week, those beneficial oils are usually dead and useless. Real-world example. An owner comes into my clinic with an 8-year-old dog. They say, "Dr. Tony, Max is just getting old. He doesn't want to jump on the couch anymore, and he sleeps all day." 9 times out of 10, Max isn't just getting old. Max's joints are silently on fire from microscopic arthritis inflammation. When we add a high-quality omega-3 to his diet, it acts like a fire extinguisher. Suddenly, a month later, Max is playing fetch again. The correct way. You need to add an active, fresh omega-3 to their daily bowl. Instruction. My top recommendation is 100% pure salmon oil kept in an airtight pump bottle in your refrigerator so it doesn't spoil. 2 squirts of this over their kibble is an absolute game changer. The practical advice. What if you want to use whole food? Canned sardines. Go to the grocery store and buy canned sardines packed in water with no added salt. Tossing 1 or 2 sardines on top of their kibble twice a week provides incredible amounts of omega-3s and pure protein. The vet warning. Omega-3 is a fat. If you suddenly give your dog a massive dose of it, they will get an upset stomach or diarrhea. Always start with just a tiny drop or half a sardine and slowly work your way up over a 2-week period. Secret number 3 is something you probably eat yourself when you are trying to be healthy, but it is absolute magic for your dog's brain. We are talking about antioxidants, specifically from blueberries. As dogs age, their bodies go through a process called oxidative stress. To put it simply, cells create waste products called free radicals. These free radicals bounce around the body, damaging healthy tissue, altering DNA, and attacking the brain. This is the exact process that leads to canine cognitive dysfunction, which is the dog equivalent of Alzheimer's and dementia. Antioxidants act like tiny little sponges that roam the dog's bloodstream, soaking up and neutralizing these dangerous free radicals before they can cause damage. Blueberries are nature's most concentrated source of these antioxidants. Real-world example. Cognitive decline in senior dogs is incredibly sad. Often, an owner will notice their 12-year-old dog staring blankly into a corner, getting stuck behind furniture, or pacing the halls anxiously at 3 a.m. because they have completely forgotten their routine. We cannot reverse this brain damage once it happens, which means we must focus on prevention while they are young and middle-aged. The correct way. Giving your dog blueberries is one of the best preventative medicines in the world, but most people do it completely wrong. Dogs have very short, acidic digestive tracts. If you just toss a few whole, raw blueberries into their bowl, you will likely see whole, raw blueberries come right out in their poop the next day. Their body couldn't break through the skin of the berry to get the nutrients. Instruction. The correct way is to mush them up. Take 5 or 6 fresh or frozen blueberries, put them in a small bowl, and smash them with a fork until the skins are broken. Then scrape that bright purple mush onto their kibble and mix it in. Practical vet tip. If you use frozen blueberries, just microwave them for about 10 seconds first so they get warm and soft enough to easily smash. It creates a sweet, antioxidant-rich gravy that your dog will absolutely devour. Are you ready for secret number 4? I want you to look at your dog right now. Did you know that 70 to 80% of their entire immune system lives entirely in their gut? The gastrointestinal tract is home to trillions of bacteria, forming what is called the microbiome. The good bacteria fight off infections, digest food, and communicate directly with the brain. But remember what we learned about dry dog food? Kibble is extruded at extreme heat to ensure a shelf life of 18 months. That heat process kills almost all the living bacteria in the food, both bad and good. When a dog only eats sterile, highly processed kibble, their gut microbiome starves. When the gut starves, the immune system weakens, opening the door for allergies, infections, and disease. Real-world example. Does your dog have chronically itchy paws? Do they suffer from recurring smelly yeast infections in their ears? Most owners assume this is a grass or chicken allergy. While allergies do happen, very often constant ear and skin yeast infections are actually the result of a destroyed, unbalanced gut microbiome. Without good bacteria to fight back, yeast runs wild throughout the entire body. The correct way. We need to put living, healthy bacteria back into their bowl. We need a probiotic. Instruction. One of my favorite, most affordable kitchen additions is plain kefir or plain unsweetened yogurt. Kefir is a fermented milk drink loaded with millions of live probiotics. The practical advice. The dosage depends on your dog's weight, but generally, 1 tablespoon mixed into their dinner is perfect for a medium-sized dog. Just like the bone broth, you must read the label. Never buy vanilla or fruit-flavored yogurt. They are packed with sugar and sometimes artificial sweeteners like xylitol, which are highly toxic to dogs. It must be 100% plain, unsweetened, unflavored kefir or yogurt. If your dog happens to be lactose intolerant, skip the dairy. You can purchase a high-quality, pet-specific probiotic powder from your vet and just sprinkle a scoop over their kibble. It literally rebuilds their immune system from the inside out. We have arrived at secret number 5, and I am telling you as a veterinarian, pay very close attention because this is the #1 silent killer of adult dogs across the world. I am talking about dental disease. A lot of pet parents think bad doggy breath is just a normal part of owning a dog. It is not. That smell is rotting tissue and bacteria. Here is why dental disease destroys lifespan. The gums are filled with thousands of tiny blood vessels. When thick tartar and plaque build up on a dog's teeth, that bacteria infects the gums. Every time the dog chews their kibble, that nasty bacteria is squeezed directly into their bloodstream. Where does all that infected blood go first? It travels straight to the heart valves and the kidneys. Years of unbrushed teeth literally showers the major organs in toxic bacteria every single day, leading directly to irreversible congestive heart failure and kidney disease. Real-world example. This is the most heartbreaking part of my job. A sweet 10-year-old poodle comes in for a regular checkup. The owner mentions a slight cough. When I listen to the dog's chest, I hear a massive, swooshing heart murmur. When I lift the dog's lip, the teeth are coated in brown cement and the gums are bright red. It breaks my heart because the heart failure wasn't just genetics. It was fueled by years of untreated dental bacteria. The correct way. Adding years to your dog's life requires fighting tartar. We know that nobody wants to brush their dog's teeth, but we have to be proactive. Instruction. The easiest hack is adding an enzymatic powder to their food. There are specialized kelp and seaweed powders, such as Ascophyllum nodosum, that you just sprinkle directly over their kibble. As they digest this specific seaweed powder, it is secreted through their saliva. The enzymes actually soften the plaque and tartar on their teeth, making it flake off while they chew their normal kibble. Practical vet tip. If you use a water additive or a food powder, you must ensure it has the VOHC seal on the bottle. That stands for the Veterinary Oral Health Council. If a product has that seal, it means scientists have rigorously proven that it actually removes plaque. If it doesn't have the seal, you are just throwing your money away. The ultimate truth. As great as food powders are, absolutely nothing beats physical friction. Brushing your dog's teeth with pet-safe toothpaste just 3 times a week can literally add up to 2 full years to their lifespan by protecting their heart. Just buy a finger brush and get it done. Take a step back and look at what we built today. We started with a bowl of plain, dry, highly processed kibble. But now it is rehydrated